Hello, everybody. I'm Mathieu Bertrand, and we are about to start this new session. The session will be around the SAP solutions for cybersecurity. I'm here with Vincent Doux, who is in charge of the Center of Expertise for GRC, Cybersecurity and Data Protection. He will be here, and I'm really pleased to have him today to present the whole suite of functionalities on cybersecurity from SAP. So he will go through various topics. The first would be a short introduction around the GRC strategy around cyber risks. He will present the cybersecurity portfolio tool. So he will talk about data custodian, KMS, ETD, and he will end with a presentation of the different cybersecurity dashboards that are possible. And we're gonna keep some time for be able to discuss and answer your questions. During this session, you have a chat where you will be able to ask your questions. We will try to answer it on the floor or keeping them at the end of the session to answer them live. I leave you the floor, Vincent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mathieu. So let's talk about risk. So all the different risk specialists could be insurance company, could be auditors, could be any specialized group or business specialized group that monitor the risk. They all position the cybersecurity risk in the top 10 when it's not in the top 5 or even the first risk for this year. It was also the case last year, and it will be the case for next year too. So cybersecurity is a real broad aspect that need to be managed at the company level. One way to handle this cybersecurity risk, and not only to handle the cybersecurity risk, but also to change and accelerate the digital transformation of the organization, is moving to the cloud. So moving to the cloud can be can have good impact on the cybersecurity, because you will delegate the responsibility of a part of the cybersecurity risk to the cloud provider, which is specialized in managing data centers, and so have lots of processes to manage cybersecurity. But this delegation is never complete. It will most of the time cover the IT infrastructure, the system, but not the application layer, not the business process managed by the business application, not the user management process. So there is always, even with software as a service model, responsibilities that will stay on the end customer side. Another very important aspect to handle is the regulation. So now everybody is aware of the GDPR. It's a reality. It's not only words, it's also real action. I put here some example of fines that have been done end of last year and this year to multiple European companies. You can see that the number of fines, the amount of all this fine is growing. And with the Schrems 2 judgment that happened end of last year, we see that there is more and more concern about the data transfer, and which is also a difficulty when you want to move to the cloud, taking into account that most of the hyperscaler are US-based company. So because of the end of the equity between the GDPR and the US Data Privacy Shield, this create more regulation concern. So how to handle all this difficulty? SAP has a big strategy around cybersecurity, and this strategy is completely aligned with the vision of how organizations should manage their risk. Cybersecurity is a very important risk, but it's not the only one risk an organization has to handle. So to be able to reach the strategic objective an organization define, this organization need to handle different categories of risk, cybersecurity risk, but also strategic risk, compliance risk, financial risk, market risk, and so on. This is the only way to be able to be sure that the strategic objective will be reached by the organization. To do this, we have inside the organization mainly two departments that are responsible for managing this risk aspect for the board. We have the internal control department and the internal audit department. They, to be able to handle this risk, they will have responsibility to define controls framework to be able to mitigate, to detect, to react, to be sure to be able to mitigate these different categories of risk. So today we will focus on cybersecurity, but the same logic can apply to data privacy, which is mostly a part of the cybersecurity risk aspect that has a connection also with all the processes to manage the identity lifecycle of your employee and all the open network in your information system. But it's also all the control you want to put in place inside the business processes to mitigate the risk in this business processes by themselves. So in the financial area, in the purchase to pay area, in the sales area, everywhere. And we go through this specific business risk. It's also the capacity to limit the fraud, detect anomalies, so be able to perform forensic analysis on the business data. It's also more and more new regulation around tax, especially around digital tax, with the regulator that wants to go more and more inside the information system of the company to directly read the information that are related to tax, and also sustainability, also all the custom duties for international trade management. So you can see all these elements will hold their own risk. Cybersecurity risk is a key aspect, but it's not the only one. To be able to be sure that the organization will reach its business objective, they need to be able to handle all this. The SAP strategy is to implement capacities of control directly inside the business processes, and so inside the application layer by itself. We can do this for on-premise, for cloud SAP application, but we can extend these capacities to non-SAP application, and we will see this in detail now. So specifically for cybersecurity, how SAP manage the positioning. The point is that we have more and more attacks. These attacks will target the infrastructure, but more and more also the application layer. We can see this trend. There is more and more complex attack that combine technical element with social intelligence to be able to theft in identity, for example, perform identity theft, and so be able directly to reach the business processes inside the application layer. And we see also that the application layer, here I took some information from the last report from the Ponemon Institute, which is always very informative. So we see also that the application layer is the more at risk because of the complexity of the new business processes, because of the hybrid landscape that combine on-premise, cloud, and so on. And it's complex to secure the application layer. And when you see what are the budget allocation for security, the application layer is at risk, but receive less budget than the other one. So SAP wants to handle this problematic, and the positioning of SAP is to secure the application layer. We will not go on the IT infrastructure part. We will focus on the application layer, and we will create synergy with the existing tool that manage the infrastructure layer. So quickly, what is the SAP cybersecurity portfolio? We have a broad portfolio of solutions. Some are directly developed by SAP. We also work with partners. We have a session with Onapsis just before. We have other partners in the security area. We work together to be able to position solution to help our customer to manage the vulnerabilities of their information system, of their application layer. So identify gaps in security for the configuration of their SAP system, manage also identify gaps in the security of the custom code that have been developed, but it's not enough. We also have solution to be able to detect threat, detect intrusion, detect unusual user behavior very quickly to be able to trigger an action plan and to avoid the real impact of an attack. And for sure, we propose also solutions that will focus on other aspects, manage the identity lifecycle of all your end users, authentication, multi-factor authentication, user provisioning, automated user provisioning to always give the right authorization to your end user at the right time, and taking into account access risk, can be access to critical data. And we have also additional solution to protect this sensitive data, could be personal data, could be data, sensitive data for business, financial data, and so on. Could be problematic around segregation of duty, eliminate this kind of risk in a preventive way in your information system, combining SAP and non-SAP application. Can be also on the protection part, all the problematic related to GDPR, privacy regulation, data transfer regulation. So how to be sure that you will not transfer data to unwanted business partner. How can you be sure that the cloud provider will not be able to access your data? We have solution to manage this. And finally, how to connect all the dots together to provide a comprehensive view about this cybersecurity risk and how to link it with the business aspect, how give visibility not only to the CISO, but also to the different risk manager, to the internal control department, to the internal audit department, up to the board. So I choose to use the NIST framework to position quickly all these solutions together. The NIST framework is a well-known framework for cybersecurity. It's not the only one, but all the framework will propose these 5 different pillars: capacity to identify the risk, identify your critical assets, your critical business processes, then capacity to manage preventive control, how you will protect your sensitive data, your key critical business processes. But it's never enough. Then how you can detect intrusion, detect that an attack is in the preparation phase and be able to trigger a response plan to block this attack. And when it's too late, how to react to an attack and how to recover after an attack. I will use a color coding explaining what is the specific capacities. So solution to secure the configuration of your system, identify gaps in the configuration, but also solution to detect intrusion, detect this unusual behavior, solution to manage the user provisioning, all the life cycle of the end user, solution to protect the sensitive data, and finally, solution to manage the risk aspect and connect the dots, give visibility, and be able to manage the risk inside a risk and control framework. We have also this asterisk to specify when the application is applicable to non-SAP. So when you have an asterisk, this solution can handle non-SAP application also. So first of all, how to identify security gaps, how to assess the risk related to these security gaps, and how to manage the remediation of these gaps. We propose the old and well-known solution manager solution. This solution manager is free of license cost. It's available directly if you have an SAP ERP, for example, and in Solution Manager, you have specific functionalities available that can help you to identify any security gap in the configuration of your SAP system. For big organizations that manage a huge volume of SAP instances, SAP develop Focus Run, who allow you to maintain, operate big volume of SAP system, and that also include pre-configured functionalities to assess, audit, monitor all the cybersecurity aspects related to configuration. We also have solutions dedicated to the securization of the custom code. Be sure that the custom code you develop will not create gaps, will not create weaknesses in your information system. We have solutions that are used internally by SAP for the SAP solution developed on ABAP, and we have also a partner solution to position for non-ABAP program language. Then we have specific solution that helps you to identify where are the sensitive data in your information system, SAP, non-SAP, structured, unstructured data. This solution can screen and automatically classify the data based on machine learning algorithm. So it's very powerful capacities. It's an automated inventory of your sensitive data. Could be personal data, could be financial data, could be data related to intellectual property. This classification is done automatically. We have also a cloud solution to help you to manage all the regulatory requirements around the documentation of your control framework for the GDPR and other privacy-related regulation, manage a registry of processing activity, manage data privacy impact assessment, manage all the framework you have to put in place to manage all this information, document the risk, document the control you will manage. And at the end, we integrate with the data mapping and protection solution to be able to even give you an end-to-end pre-configured process to answer to someone who wants to use his GDPR rights. I want to know what are the information you are managing on my personal account. We have the capacity to handle this kind of process. As you might know, SAP propose a very powerful pack of solution to manage all the identity and access management aspect on SAP, but also for non-SAP system. We propose central and automated processes to manage authentication for on-premise, for cloud, manage user provisioning based on automated rules, including approval workflows to manage the access risk. So it's something that is available and very mature in the SAP portfolio. We have also extra solution to put an additional layer of protection for sensitive data, masking, logging, dynamic access management based on contextual information, and data custodian for hybrid landscape and specifically positioned for cloud. And finally, enterprise threat detection. Let me go to show you how we will connect all these dots together. So first, data custodian. Data custodian, it's a new cloud solution. Today, I will not go into the detail of all the functionality, but I want to focus on the encryption key management service. This encryption key management service has been developed in a partnership with all the hyperscaler, AWS, Microsoft, Google, Alibaba Cloud, and we are working with IBM now. So we are able to provide an independent from the hyperscaler platform service to ensure that the hyperscaler will not be able to access your data because the encryption keys will be managed outside of the cloud platform. So this is a very easy to implement mechanism available with pre-configure. It's a pre-configured service for all the big hyperscaler. It works also in standard with SAP technology, and it it ensures segregation of duty between the cloud provider who will manage the data but not be able to access the sensitive data because the encryption keys will be managed outside of the cloud hyperscaler platform. So now let's focus on enterprise threat detection. I explain quickly all the capacity we have to secure your information system. So identify the risk, then put preventive measure to be sure that your SAP system are configured in the right way for security element, that you are managing authentication mechanism and managing properly all the access risk, that you have also potentially put data loss prevention measure to ensure that the sensitive data will have an additional level of security on it. But all these preventive measures are never enough. If an attack, if an intrusion succeed, and they can always succeed, there is no 100% free of risk capacity in the world. It doesn't exist. So if an intrusion happened, we know that it takes more than 200 days to be able to identify this intrusion and then trigger an action plan. So most of the time, it's far too late. The attack is already done. The sensitive data have been already extracted. The leak is already there. The data breach exists. So how can you ensure that you will be able to identify this kind of intrusion early enough to be sure that you will react before the impact of this attack happen? This solution is enterprise threat detection. Again, this solution have been developed by SAP first to secure the SAP data center. So it has been developed as an internal tool. And since several years, we also propose this solution to our customer. SAP ETD is really on the detection pillar, detection and reaction for the NIST framework. It will allow you to, out of the box, be able to perform forensic analysis in all the technical events triggered by application. So out of the box with all the SAP technology, and we can also connect non-SAP application. We have machine learning capacity to be able to translate this log into humanly understandable information. So create a semantic layer, a correlation layer of all this log to make it, to create this human language translation. So this is available out of the box for SAP application. Then we propose additional security mechanism to protect the log against any manipulation. So we have with ETD the capacity to secure that the log will not be modified, that even if someone turn off some security or audit log in the system, ETD will still be able to receive this information. So we also secure the log by themselves. And last layer, we have the capacity to manage pre-configured attack detection pattern that will allow you to detect very early unusual behavior. That can be the sign of an intrusion, the sign of an attack that will be triggered against your system. So this pre-configured attack pattern, we have already more than 300 ones, and every 2 months, the cybersecurity team publish new element. So here you have some example of this kind of attack we can detect with ETD. It's just some example. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Technically, ETD compared to a lot of these competitors, because we are managing really log analysis. It's not some information in some table. It's real-time analysis of all the technical logs generated by all the application, on-premise application, cloud, and all the cloud, major cloud application from SAP will be natively integrated with ETD soon, by the end of this year. And finally, we are able to identify this kind of attack. I have a user, a developer in a development system. We start to use debug. It's normal as a developer, but because of the connectivity between the different SAP system, maybe this developer will try to modify the RFC destination and will be able to jump from a development system to a productive system. And once he's on the productive system, he will be able to perform some fraud, trigger an attack, for example, change the bank account coordinates of a vendor, trigger some payment, and so on. With ETD, we can identify this kind of behavior very early when the developer start to manipulate the RFC destination, and so trigger a response plan, for example, to lock this user account in the development system. So we can manage this kind of attack. Another very important element is that we integrate with all the solutions that manage the infrastructure layer. As I explained in the introduction, SAP DNA is the business processes. So it's the application layer. We will not go on the cybersecurity aspect on the infrastructure world. We propose to integrate ETD with all the existing CM solution. We have connector with IBM QRadar, with HP ArcSight, with Splunk. We work a lot with Splunk too. We have the capacity to develop interfaces with any kind of CM solution to be able to use ETD as the specific tool to monitor the threat inside the business application. So we can retrieve information from SAP or non-SAP application, manage in ETD the threat detection, and send directly an alert to a CM or to a SOC. We can send the alert. We can send the alert plus only the related log related to this specific alert to avoid, to manage huge volume of information in the CM system with no correlation, no semantic layer available. ETD, because we provide this pre-configured semantic and correlation layer, it's pre-configured in the tool. We have the detection pattern pre-configured too. You will do the analysis directly in ETD and send to the CM or to the SOC only the related information for a specific alert. Regarding the deployment option, we have a new solution called ETD Cloud Edition. So ETD is now also available as a full SaaS software software as a service. Sorry. So the basis service include the application by itself, but also SAP managed service to connect the application ETD to your landscape and to manage a selection with you around 50 standard threat detection pattern. SAP cybersecurity team will configure this attack pattern and monitor them. They will do the monitoring and they will send you a report with only qualified alert with detailed information about why this alert have been qualified by SAP expert. This month, we will have the extended service available with the capacity for customer to define specific SLAs and to work also on a deeper level of analysis on a specific context. And by the end of this year, we will propose the Advanced Threat Intelligence Service that will be available with SAP expert, but also open to our partner network to be able to manage ETD Cloud Edition for the on behalf of the customer. So having the full capacity of ETD available as a SaaS solution, including forensic labs, connection to the CM system, capacity to create custom pattern detection. So this will be available by the end of this year. So finally, regarding the architecture of ETD, you can for sure implement ETD on-premise in your information system and then connect cloud application to also manage hybrid threat detection. We can Even on-premise, you can still receive the managed service to configure, but also to monitor the threat with SAP or specialized SAP partners. We have the capacity to host ETD also on a cloud platform. It can be SAP HEC, it can be private cloud, it can be an hyperscaler. And again, manage the service directly with SAP expert or SAP partners. And finally, we have this new ETD SaaS solution. Today, only managed by SAP experts, but by the end of this year, also open to our specific partner. The implementation type of ETD, the project methodology will be to focus on the risk. Again, what are the main risks for you? Select the pattern, because we propose a lot of predefined pattern. Select the pattern that are the more relevant for your specific context and deploy this pattern on the key application. And then optimization cycle, you open more and more system, you deploy more and more threat detection pattern. Last point, how to connect all the dots and have a comprehensive dashboarding that can be used by multiple responsibilities into the organization. We have also in the SAP portfolio what we call the three-line model. So all the solution we propose to manage a risk and control framework. Manage the risk definition, assess the risk, create control, maintain this control, assess this control. We can connect all this solution to all the different solutions I introduced today, and then have the capacity to manage this kind of dashboard. So I will very quickly, if I can, go to demo system to show you this dashboard example. So sorry, I have to refresh my connection. So first dashboard. What you are seeing now, it's an example of what we can do. We are using the SAP Analytical Cloud Technology, SAC, for dashboarding. And we have here an example of KPIs, key RIs, key risk indicator, key performance indicator at the risk level with a focus on the cybersecurity risk. So here, a first example of monitoring cockpit for a risk manager. It's business oriented. I can see the top 5 risk categories that are impactful for my specific department. I can see the different level of risk. I can see the impact of risk in financial amount. I can see also what are the different mitigating measures I put in place to mitigate this risk. And now let's say I want to dig into the cybersecurity risk. I want to know how the CISO is managing my cybersecurity risk. And using the same technology, we will have another view on these elements. So here I will have a specific view dedicated on the cybersecurity risk. So the cybersecurity risk, I can see here the connection with the aggregated risk I saw on the risk detail cockpit. I can see the split of this risk per country. I can manage other kind of graphical representation of my cybersecurity risk. I can add additional dimension. If I want to see the individual risk element that are aggregated into my cybersecurity risk, I can add this. I can change the output to have a heat map. And so to understand for each of my business units, here we choose to have per country. I have my overall cybersecurity risk, and here I can have a view about the risk level for each aggregated risk related to my cybersecurity risk category, and so by country. But my cockpit is connected to all the tools, all the cybersecurity tools, so I can follow all the threat detection alerts managed by ETD. I can see here to what kind of specific unusual behavior or what kind of specific critical action this alert are related. I can see that, yes, for Spain, I have a bigger risk. I can see that I have a lot of alert in Spain for sensitive data access or download on my information system. I can, again, I can use other views on this specific element, and I can navigate to have, for example, what are, I want more detail on this alert. I will be able to, so I am able to see here what are, so all the alerts that have been detected by enterprise threat detection. And sorry, the system is still uploading data. So the classification, alerts that are already managed and I have a good status, managed that are in processes, alerts for which I still didn't trigger specific remediation plan. If I want to focus on this, I can focus. I was focusing on sensitive customer data access. So here I will be able to see, okay, we are talking about specific sensitive data access on which specific system. I can see I have S4HANA test system, but I have also my S4HANA productive system, but I have already a very useful comment coming directly from my ETD system. Okay, sensitive data have been accessed, but these data were protected by UI masking. So normally, even if the data have been accessed, the data are masked to the intruder, so there is no real data breaches. But okay, maybe there is no data breaches, but I'd like to understand why there is this data access. How does it happen? So I will be able to continue to navigate inside my my dashboard to have other visibility here, the split of alert for all the different systems and the link with what are the specific services, what are the specific business processes that are related to this system and to this alert, very useful to manage a security analysis. And just a last cockpit for you regarding vulnerability. Now I manage the threat detection because it's the most urgent, but I have also visibility on the configuration, the vulnerability of all my system, and I can, here I have only 5 systems, but you can connect all your different systems. I want to focus on my S4HANA production and S4HANA test system. I can see here I have an overall score calculated between the number of alert, the number of vulnerability, the system sensitivity, and it can give me a score for the overall risk score for my system. I can see here all the vulnerabilities that have been identified, if it's well managed, if it's at risk, if it's really at risk, if there is exploit. I can see the connection between this vulnerability and the threat, the alert that have been detected by ETD. So I have very powerful monitoring capacity to dig into the application.
Thank you very much, Vincent, for the presentation. It was great to see how SAP proposed a whole suite of tools to be able to address and tackle the risk from end to end. We have few questions for you. I'll start with the question because we were talking about like those dashboards, and there's a good question from Mike. He's asking why would we pre-filter ETD content to go into the CM and not push all the logs to the CM directly?
Okay. So first of all, if you push all the brute logs in the CIEM have by default no intelligence about this log. You have to create manually all the semantic and correlation layer to understand what this log is related to. This is done automatically and in standard by ETD. First point. So ETD will translate all the technical logs into something a human can understand, and you can directly perform forensic analysis and navigate into the information. Second point, most of the CIEM license costs are related to data volume. If you push all the logs generated by your application layer, the cost can be huge. The license model of ETD is not based on the volume of the data, it's based on the number of users we will monitor in your information system.
So we talked about the added value of having ETD doing those checks and then pushing into the CIEM the right information. There is a question around patterns and how often the patterns are delivered in ETD.
Every 2 months. Every 2 months, the SAP cybersecurity team, the one who are managing also the SAP data center, they publish new pattern, and it's directly available through the SAP help.com site. You can access these new patterns.
So it's where we can see all the added value of ETD.
Exactly.
In terms of integration as well, there are a few questions on standard integration, either with CIEM solutions, and I think you talked about it already, but the question is really about how standard those connectors are, and is there an already existing integration with customers who will use GRC risk management as for dashboards?
Alors, for the dashboard parts, new standard dashboard will be available from SAP based on the SAC technology. It's on the roadmap. The first one will be published by the end of this year. What I show you today is in the process of becoming a standard product. Currently, what I showed you is has been developed by the SAP team based on return of experience, based on what is done internally within SAP. And so we are in the process of making a new pre-configured dashboard package. It's still not available. It will be available soon. But it's not a big deal to create this dashboard from scratch with the SAC technology. You can use this idea to develop your own dashboards. You can use SAP application, ETD, Focus Run, Solution Manager, GRC applications such as access control, UI masking, and so on to retrieve the data. But you can also use non-SAP application if you implement non-SAP application to retrieve the data.
Perfect. That's a good transition to the last question. So it's around the connectivity to cloud application. And
Yes.
are they standard or dependent on any other license solution like IPS, for instance?
So, for ETD first. For ETD, today ETD is already able to analyze all the logs at the business technology platform, what we call the cloud platform before. This is available out of the box when you have ETD. And on the roadmap for this year and beginning of next year, we will also have the capacity to analyze the logs from other cloud applications such as Ariba, SuccessFactors, IBP. So it will be available free of cost if you have an ETD application, ETD license.
Okay, perfect. So that was it. So we're gonna switch to the next sessions that will follow. So we're gonna have a session around pen testing to ensure that you are protected. That will be presented by Sandeep. And we'll then have a picnic session with a discussion around cybersecurity with experts on the topic around the human layer. Thank you very much, Vincent. I like to share as well that if you've entered during the presentation or missed a part, the presentation will be shared on demand, so you will be able to access it. And once again, a big thanks to you, Vincent. It was a really great session.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Have
very
a
much,
great
all.
end of day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.